Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Nick, otherwise known here on YouTube as Avialence, and today I'm bringing you one of my first impressions videos of 2014. We're going to be taking a look at Crytek's new game, Warface, which actually released last year on the PC, but just went into closed beta on the Xbox 360. So let's go ahead, hop into the game, and get started. Welcome to Warface. This is Crytek's attempt at a free-to-play shooter with a cash shop implemented, and honestly, it's probably one of the better ones I've played. Now, Warface has been out on the PC since last August, if I'm not mistaken. Last August or September, I can't remember the exact date. I was in the beta for it last summer, and I quite enjoyed it. It looked better on the PC, but it wasn't as functional, so to speak. It didn't seem to flow as well as the 360 version does. So as far as the game goes, one of the first big elements is the store. Now in the store, you're going to have two main currencies because this is a free-to-play game. You'll have your regular currency, which is showcased by the money sign. You will see that on the top right of my screen, and you will also have the K, which are credits, so to speak. So credits are the currency you're going to pay with real money for, and these credits allow you to buy items, repair items, rent items out, etc. Now, the money you're going to be earning is from in-game versus and cooperative, and it does take a while to kind of earn up, but you will also have a massive set of boosters available to you in this game. So in the store, you have a couple categories. You'll see it's broken down by all four classes. There are 4 classes within the game, which we'll talk about here in a second. But for the rifleman, you'll have the rifleman equipment, the sniper equipment, the engineer equipment, and the medical equipment. Now, each of these characters also has a different subset of armor pieces you can get, which will increase your bullet resistance, your movement, etc. It's actually really neat. Now, as far as the type items go, these are basically what most players are buying. And at the time, since it's a closed beta, everyone's really farming up boosters. You also have coins and boosters, coins being the credits that you can use to purchase these things faster, and then also you have the boosters, which right now there's currently only an XP booster in the game. Random boxes is a very interesting concept, which I think is kind of like playing the lottery. Now with random boxes, you will put an increasing, or I guess decreasing amount of coins or credits into the machine, and you'll get more items. So for each one you get, it increases a chance of getting like a rare item, so to speak, based on my experience, and then you'll be rewarded with those. Now, as far as what I've gotten from these, it's really only XP bonuses and grenades, so don't be too surprised if that's all you receive. Now, there's also contracts and assignments. You can pick these whenever you're in the lobby of a versus or a cooperative mission. These actually allow you to work towards unlocking items that you would otherwise have to buy in this cash shop for yourself when you do these missions through XP bonuses or challenges like get 6 slide kills, kill 6 people with the defib. And as long as your team completes those within the allotted time, it gives you a little bit of XP that goes towards unlocking the vest, the attachment, the weapon, and those are the 3 main categories that you can choose from. You'll pick one of those, you'll rank up, and it's really kind of randomized. You don't know what you're going to get or what's going to come next after the unlock you're currently working towards, but it's a cool system nonetheless that kind of negates a lot of the cash shop options. Now, as far as the classes go, there are 4 basic classes. I have personally experienced 3. I have the rifleman, and its main ability is to distribute ammo. I also have played the sniper, and the sniper's main ability is obviously long-range combat. You also have the engineer, who I'm not quite sure what he can do. I'm assuming repair stuff, or maybe put down landmines. I'm really not sure. There's not a lot of people with the engineer archetype yet. And then you also have the medic, who can heal teammates. Not very handy in versus, at least in the modes that I played. I did a lot of free-for-all and team deathmatch, but it's pretty helpful in the cooperative missions, especially towards the end. Now, as far as the gameplay goes, the first thing I want to touch on is the shooting mechanics and the movement mechanics. The movement is solid. There's actually a little hideout you can go to, which you see me at now, and that's an obstacle course. Now, this allows you to kind of practice the movement, so to speak, but it's broken down in a couple little categories. You're going to be moving with the slide. They have the crisis slide in here, which I love. The slide works very, very well. Currently on the 360 version, it's a little touchy, but after you get the hang of it, it works. You also have the sprint and then the mount. The nice thing about these, for a free-to-play shooter, they actually are in there. There's animations in there for them. It works very well, and I honestly haven't encountered any glitches. Outside of sometimes when you do a vault, you may levitate a little bit on certain surfaces, but I'm sure that's going to be fixed in a later build of the closed beta. Now, the other movement type is cooperative movements. You'll see these when prompted by 2 green highlights on a wall. Now, you can do these co-op movements with teammates, and basically it's like mounting climbing up a wall, so to speak. You can help your friend, and then your friend can help you up, or you can actually sit there, put the whole team up, and it allows you to switch between the two, which is actually really cool. The one thing I like as well is the military hand signal for that is actually in the game. Now, it also has the Crisis weapon modification system. For those of you who've never played Crisis, this basically allows you to change your attachments on the fly. That's essentially what it is. So by pushing up on the D-pad on the 360 version, you're actually able to swap out scopes, silencers, attachments, rails, etc., whatever your gun can carry, on the fly, which is great. Now, you unlock these attachments via that assignment system that I mentioned previously, but it's still pretty cool nonetheless, and I think it's actually not half bad in a free-to-play shooter again. There's also a weapon rental and repair system. You will be able to unlock further weapons. You can buy these weapons permanently with credits. Now, once you've bought them with credits, they will deteriorate over time. So the more you use a gun, the more it deteriorates. And you have to go back and then spend cash, the in-game cash, to repair that weapon. I like this, though, because it's not a big rental system. You'll be able to use cash from the in-game without, actually spending real money to rent guns for 7 days, so to speak, or rent clothes for 7 days. But you can buy them with the credits, and then you keep them, which is something I really like. It's not the same system. You can repair it, and you keep the gear. That is a win in my book for this type of game. Now, as far as it goes with competitive and cooperative, there's a couple shortcomings to the system, but it's not too bad. Competitive, I've played a few games, mainly free-for-all and team deathmatch. What you're seeing here is a free-for-all. It is absolutely crazy, and some classes have a massive advantage, mainly the medic with the shotgun. The shotgun in free-for-all tears through everything. It's very clear that a couple of these things weren't put into play, or maybe no one's unlocked enough gear to go ahead and go to the upper levels. I personally played competitively with my M200, which is the Crytek intervention in the real world, and I did pretty well, but in free-for-all, it's kind of just, it's a clusterfest, dude. There's so many people going around, blowing everybody up. There's 1 or 2 guys that have shotguns, and it's almost impossible to kill them. But team deathmatch is a little more balanced. The maps are pretty small, all things considered, and I've only played on 4 different maps. They also have another mode, Plant the Bomb, which is kind of like Capture the Flag, but with a bomb, so to speak. So think of Demolition from Call of Duty. It works okay, but, it has its shortcomings. It's quick-paced. Obvious advantages. That's the big thing. There's obvious advantages to certain classes, and that's where it kind of falls short on the competitive side. So for competitive play, for a free-to-play shooter, I don't play a lot of these. I think the competitive play is okay for a free-to-play shooter, probably equivalent to Ghost Recon Online. It's nothing you're going to get from like Call of Duty or Battlefield, but it's still fun nonetheless if you're looking for a good free-to-play shooter. Now, cooperative gameplay is actually pretty cool. There's 5 missions. You will unlock the top tier 3 by completing certain difficulties of the other missions. These typically involve extracts. You have to kill bosses, which are kind of cool. There's a mech in there that you have to take out. There's heavy gunners as well, which require a lot of teamwork. And essentially, the system is you drop in, then you go up, so clear out the city or whatever your objective is, demo some doors, that kind of stuff, and then extract, and then you'll get dropped in a different area to clear out that area, and rinse and repeat. Now, the one gripe I have with the cooperative is you can only compete the 3 harder missions 1 time a day, and if you fail them, you fail them. I don't know if this is going to be the final kind of subset that's in the beta, or the final subset that's in Warface when it fully releases, but, it's there. So that's something to consider. You can only repeat the 2 easiest missions, and the cooperative works on a kill counter system, so you're really trying to rush through the level and kill as fast as you can. It rewards you with cash, it rewards you with items, and allows you to unlock items. The cooperative is fun, but it gets very repetitive, and it feels the same with the versus. It's kind of that grind fest as you're trying to get all the gear, if that's the way you like to play. So essentially, this game isn't half bad. I quite enjoy the gameplay elements, and I think it has some real potential. I wish it was on the Xbox One, though. That's just a personal choice. It looked a lot better on the PC, and I'm kind of surprised to see this come to the Xbox 360, especially because the Xbox One was just launched about 3 months ago at this point, so they clearly would have had time to carry it over to the Xbox One. Well, there you have it, guys. That is my opinion on Warface. I think the closed beta on the 360 is really good, although I do wish it was on the Xbox One. It offers a lot of cool things for people who are looking for a new free-to-play shooter, and since it's done by Crytek, I feel that there's a level of quality there that's non-existent in a lot of other free-to-play shooters online. So Warface is definitely something to look into. If you have a good PC, I recommend you check it out on the PC. It's actually a lot better. And if you're interested in signing up, I'll make sure to put the sign up link in the description below this video so you guys can check out the beta. As of right now, the closed beta isn't under NDA, so you're free to discuss it, upload gameplay videos, things of that nature, at least to my understanding. We'll find out when I put this video up. But if you have any questions about the beta or Warface, or would like to hear anything else, or maybe see some gameplay videos, please feel free to leave a comment below and let me know. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button to help me out. Also share it with your friends, family, etc. if you think they may be interested in it. And of course, subscribe here for more first impressions videos, gaming videos, and vlogs every day of the week. My name is Nick, aka Avialence, and I'll see you guys in the next impressions piece. Have a good one.